One thing millennials and the generation after that will definitely relate to, I think, is the fear of missing out or FOMO. And this is probably my journey of moving from FOMO to JOMO, the joy of missing out. And I think this has been exacerbated because of social media and what we see people posting in social media, and how we think that they're having the best time of their life, and somehow we are missing all of that out, and we're going to completely lose out on this rat race. We're going to completely miss out on everything that is cool and yo and happening over there, and somehow our life totally sucks, right? And I've gone through this a lot, specifically going to B school 10 years after working, and somehow everybody is doing everything new, and how come I'm the only person who's not able to be everywhere all the time? And how is my social media profile so dumb and so lame and not cool and not awesome? Maybe I'm missing out on the best part of life by studying, by attending classes, or by not being with the most cool group, right? If you've thought that these type of things matter to you, and not being able to attend someone's party has bothered you, not being able to take a course during lockdown, do something cool, something awesome, not being part of the latest activities that your friends are doing, not pursuing a particular hobby, not reading that awesome book, not watching that cool series, not watching that most talked about movie, not watching Star Wars, not watching the latest show on Netflix, you certainly feel like this is not cool, right? How can you miss out on the most awesome things that are happening on earth? And you always feel the need to catch up with everybody. You have this list that you probably prepare and say, I've seen others do this, let me do that. I'll give you an example of myself. When I got married, literally everybody in my circle was going to Mauritius for honeymoon, and I felt that's the coolest place to be. And for n number of reasons, we never ended up going to Mauritius till now. And I actually laugh about it, because when I think about it, all I was interested was in the beautiful pictures that my friends were sharing, and I realized I hate beaches because of the humidity. I hate being in the water. I cannot swim, and I do not eat non-veg. So what the hell am I thinking I will do in Mauritius? But somehow it was the most coolest thing to do, and I had this heartburn every day when I saw people posting these pictures that I'm somehow missing out on all this. And I think, like I mentioned earlier, this was more so because of social media, and then I went into this zone of switching out of social media, not knowing anything at all, friends getting married, friends having children, and I'm clueless, right? So either I'm on this side or at that side. Either I'm completely drowned in FOMO, or I'm completely disconnected from the outside world because I feel that my life sucks. And I think that this is something that we all are facing, the pressure to belong to a particular community, the pressure to look cool, the pressure to do the new normal, the pressure to adhere to what is more important, the pressure to belong to a particular crowd, belong to a particular action that everybody is doing. This is literally ruining the way we lead our lives every day. This is what I feel, and that's when I decided that I should actually not bother. Let people post the most awesome pictures that they've ever taken. I will not bother. And I realized when I installed a lot of these apps that most of these pictures are fake and edited, and it only shows how technically competent they are and how awesome the app is, and it doesn't actually reflect their complete life, right? Nobody wakes up with fake lashes, nobody wakes up looking gorgeous, and hence I realized that I should not bother. And be the most important thing, I will not compare my life with others. I have my priorities, they have theirs. I have my advantages, they have theirs. I am who I am, and it took me a lot of time to embrace this my idiosyncrasies, understanding why I do things that I do, why I don't do things, why I don't do, why I'm not watching a particular cool series. All this because I realized that I will only enjoy doing things that I actually like and I actually want to do. If I find value in something, I'll definitely want to do it. And hence I realized that we should be doing things only for the right reasons, and the right reason is definitely not because it's cool, not because it's all over social media, not because it's you want to talk about it in the next meeting that you have with people, not because you feel that you will miss out on something awesome. No, the right reason is because you like this particular thing and you want to do it. You see some value for yourself personally, irrespective of what's on social media. So you should be able to do it even if nobody is posting about it on social media. And then I realized that in olden days we used to dislike when our parents used to compare us with our friends. For example, someone would say, oh, they got 80 marks, why did you get 79? And we would hate it. But why do we do that to ourselves? When we say our parents should not compare us with anybody else, why do we actually end up comparing ourselves with others, comparing our lives with others, comparing what series we should watch, comparing what party we should go to, what clothes we should wear, what earrings we should wear, what courses we should take, what we should eat every day, what time we should wake up, what gym we should go to? Why do we do all these things under a fear that we will miss out on something? We're actually missing out on what we actually want to do in life. We are actually missing out on who we actually are. We are missing out on our whole personality. I realize that I'm very unique. I am who I am, and as long as I'm not doing anything illegal or anything that hurts my parents, my spouse, my friends, I think I should be okay with making these small choices all by myself and not being governed by what's cool on social media, not being under the pressure to be able to follow a particular hashtag, follow a particular trend, and do things because I feel that tomorrow when everybody talks about this, I will sit in a corner not being able to relate to it. I think I've embraced that it's okay that I will not be able to participate in this little conversation, but then there will be 100 other conversations that I probably will be able to participate in. It's okay to not be the coolest member of the team. It's okay to not be the most talkative or most happening person of the group. I think people will like and should like for who I am, and not because of whether I follow a particular trend or not, because I realize these trends will come and go. There are companies, there are industries that make a living out of making these trends, and hence if I start get influencing up with these trends, I will only be catching up with whatever is happening around the world and never get a chance to live my life the way I would have lived it if I was not under the fear of missing out. And hence I realized that switch off from a lot of social media, don't obsess about it, and probably enjoy and experience the joy of missing out, or JOMO, right?